Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to. I'm sorry, the movie just froze. Let me,
Okay.
I was trying to get the movie queued up while I was doing the intro, and the movie froze over there. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies, and we're, hopefully going to be watching Ant-Man. Let's see. Let's see if this actually.
Yes, the last MCU Phase 2 film. After this is we won't be doing more MCU movies until near the end of this year.
This is very, very strange. The disc is. The disc is freezing up on me. Is there something. No, there's a little thing. Hmm. There's a little spot on the disc, but that shouldn't be making it not work. Yes, so this is the this is the MCU film that ended Phase 2, as I stated in my Ant-Man 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp 2 review. It was an interesting and surprising hit, and
Even though
it's
it didn't do as well as other MCU projects in
yeah,
the
it
box
didn't do
office.
yeah, it didn't do as well as some MCU films did, but it still did fairly well, and it's got an interesting history to it, which we'll elaborate on as the film progresses. Let me see if it works better when I play it from the menu.
All right. So, are we all set and ready to go?
Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna try that before we actually do a countdown.
All right.
FBI anti-piracy warning, yada yada.
Blah blah blah.
And the movie's frozen again. That's amazing. Okay, let's pop out the UHD and try out the regular Blu-ray.
Why were you gonna watch it off the 4K?
I'll just I have my Xbox in here and that has the 4K on it, so
But why would you ever want to watch this movie on 4K?
well, it's a digital era movie, so it's less likely to be messed up than the film era ones were. See if I can get a good look at that. Is that that is an air bubble inside of the fucking disc. That is strange.
I hate what they did with Batman in the Ruby crossover movie.
Yeah, well, we might get to that film eventually. Ow.
Yeah, I
Tripped
don't
over
think
something.
I'd ever dignify watching that.
Alrighty then, so regular Blu-ray ahoy!
All right, let me know if it works, and then we'll get to it.
Through the previews, through the menus. Hi, Luis. You should have been in Ant-Man 3. Although I'm kind of glad you weren't because they would have ruined you like they did everything else. Alright.
Now, are we all set?
Um, we are close to being set. Hey, look at that. We actually have things on screen that aren't freezing. Yes, so 3, 2, 1. So, interesting fact, Edgar Wright was originally supposed to direct this film.
Oh, this film is in that aspect ratio you're fond of.
Yes, which makes the fact that Age of Ultron was in scope all the stranger.
And then the next film will be in CinemaScope. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, CinemaSins gave crap up for this movie to its CGI for the de-aging of Michael Douglas here.
Even though it looks pretty good.
Yeah, and that video, that CinemaSins video on Ant-Man is cancer.
And a reprisal of Howard Stark from Iron Man 2. That
Yep.
is
Oh, that
John
guy is
Slattery.
Oh, that guy's asking for it.
Lucky he didn't have a pencil on him.
And I will slap fire from you. I mean, they could always go find this one guy named Ray Palmer and get his technology.
Seamus is watching Magical Girl shows, so...
Makes sense. That's precious. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with him either. Also, Jeremy criticizes is the idea of making a whole army of people who could shrink down in size. Jeremy's an idiot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, there's kind of obvious reasons why you'd want to do something like that.
And also, he criticizes the fact that Scott Lang
Scott.
would even be aware of the fact that he has a daughter who he has to come back to, even though it's likely his ex kind of would visit him.
Yeah, like... There's a... I've never... I tend not to watch CinemaSins videos for movies I like.
And to think this is something they do when they're saying goodbye. And remember, Luis actually beat that guy in a fight.
I like how they kind of take what you'd expect there to be in a prison fight scene, and they just kind of they turned it into a pretty good joke, you know?
Yeah. And of course, he misunderstands the fact that Hank Pym didn't want to be up front with people on his plan, because it's called a character flaw.
This is Michael Pena as Luis.
Yes, he's
Luis.
the funniest thing in these movies.
Yeah, Luis is the best character in the MCU.
Oh, she left me. Yeah, my mom died too. My dad got deported.
I got the van.
That is such a random joke. People have made memes out of that. I mean, if you're honest, sure, but
Oh,
if
look
you
at
lie,
that. Living product placement.
and here's the thing, if you are actually honest with some of these people, they'll still, consider having you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now,
But because
it's a
Scott
it's an
lied,
ice cream parlor.
yes. But because Scott
This is
lied, this is
Jack.
where he gets fired.
Yeah. I'm surprised he was even able to get away with giving them a fake name, you know.
Oh, and also, Jeremy critiqued the guy,
The
the
hell out of
manager's.
St. Winter.
He critiqued the items inside the manager's office, to which I'm like,
People
why
have
does?
weird shit in their offices.
Yeah, and here's the thing, the items in a person's living space tells you what you need to know about them. See, the Batman, this is how you could actually get away with saying the rich aren't exactly, good people without out,
I am now one of the
yeah,
biggest problems
making
is that this joke comes back in force in places that it really doesn't belong in.
don't remind me. Anyways, I was saying,
Yeah.
and the
Now,
fact that most of the
and
time,
he
not a
actually
lot.
did.
Yeah. So yeah, if Scott were actually, honest about out his resume and whatnot, he would have been
Well, if
able
he
to keep
hadn't
the
given them a
job.
fake name, that would probably
Yeah,
work as well.
yeah, exactly. Because Baskin Robbins has had a
And
history of.
Catwoman is about to break into that apartment and get them to stop playing that loud
Can you
music.
not? I didn't know Selena Kyle would do something like that.
Baskin Robbins do pay the bills, though.
By the way, Kurt is the one character from Ant-Man, from the Ant-Man cast in Marvel's What If Who Survived for the zombie
That,
skit.
huh?
Then he got taken out by zombies, and turns out Scott Lang was just a head in a jar. So Hope Van Dyne and Kurt end up getting taken out by zombies, and they get turned into zombies.
That's that's a little bit bizarre.
Yeah. Shame Luis didn't survive. Because, he would have made that whole the zombie tutorial bit funny. Instead of not Tom Holland. Because they really tried to do a Zombieland thing. Meanwhile,
Yeah, this is kind of leading into a deleted scene that didn't make it into the film. It was kind of interesting once you see it from the outside in.
I'm sure Michael Douglas has to tell people that every so often.
Oh, it's my name on the fucking door.
Holy shit. And are you dating Catherine Zeta-Jones? No, not in this universe. In this universe, I was dating Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh my god, look at it. It's the infamous supervillain MODOK.
What are you talking about? I just see Darren Cross.
I don't know. I think I think I had a stroke or something.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I'm sure. Ooh, snap. Then we find out that guy's a Hydra agent. You know, that thing that they dropped and left in
Hydra,
April.
Hydra got fucking shafted.
Just like the Ten Rings.
Mm-hmm. Hydra
Look, if you're
hasn't
not
even
gonna-
made a reappearance since this film, have they?
No, they haven't.
Mm.
Now, if you're not going to have Hydra be in anything major, or be, if you're not going to really have Hydra be in something immediately afterwards, I think maybe, just maybe, still show that you actually care about this big universe that you've got going there.
Yeah. One
Last
of the...
time we ever see any reference to Hydra is Civil War
Yep.
in the movies. And they were getting owned by a friggin' Zemo.
Yep. Civil
Ah!
War...
Jeremy ended up scoffing at the idea of the Ant-Man suit.
Tales to Astonish was the name of the comic Ant-Man debuted in, if I remember correctly.
Back when the MCU actually wanted to make nods to their comics.
Yeah, and wasn't actively punishing you for remembering that things like that existed.
Sadly, Hank Pym is a much better character in the second Ant-Man movie than he was in the comics. Because
Well, they fucked him up in the comics because they made a boneheaded decision to have him beat up Janet in
and be drunk and
yeah,
be
and
Crave.
and be a yeah, and
They
be a
just
drunk.
Crave the gay Blade.
Yeah. And then why did you shrink
Sorry.
an obsolete computer as proof?
He just wanted to make sure it worked. Why does it have to be a species of bee? Why couldn't it have been in like a butterfly or something?
Well,
God, I
butterflies
hate
aren't
bees.
intimidating.
Have you seen some of the blood-sucking butterflies? They are fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but nobody thinks about that when they think of butterflies. They think about, the fluttery ones that eat nectar and taste things with their feet.
You have not seen how messed up some butterflies can be.
No, I've seen it. It's just not in the popular...
Oh, and Jeremy questioned the idea of this ad existing and they haven't even sold a single product yet.
Okay, so when I was at the theater for the Super Mario Brothers movie yesterday, there was an ad for a Honda brand VTOL hover vehicle. And that VTOL hover vehicle doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
But they made an ad for it. Yeah, it's a fucking suit. It shrinks you down and makes you stronger. It has laser arms.
You could literally punch.
But I've heard
punch
that
with the same
I've heard that, lasers are things that we are centuries ahead of any technology we have, So maybe
Alex,
I'm wrong.
Alex, what are you talking about?
Oh, right. Iron Man had lasers in his first movie, and Captain America had lasers back in the 1940s.
Alex, I have no idea what you're talking about, really.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
probably best that you
you're
don't.
You're talking the crazy talk here,
Yeah,
man.
I think I'm having another stroke. I'm flashing forward to a movie where they shrink down even smaller than the quantum realm, and they fight off a miniature or guy from another universe.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely talking the crazy talk here. And Hope Van Dyne is played by Evangeline Lilly, whom in prior films has been seen as original the character in the Hobbit trilogy.
And she was also in Lost. She's from New Zealand, I believe.
Oh, hi, Cassie Lang, who I'm thankful they haven't tried ruining her character yet.
Yet. No, she's from Canada. She was also in The Hurt Locker, Real Steel. Child support. I'm sorry. Child support is not a thing when the wife is remarried, if I recall correctly. Terrifying terrifying rabbit played by Tom Kenny.
Is he really?
Yes. He has visitation rights that you can't violate.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Judy Greer.
He has visitation rights that you can't violate like that. Oh, they're not married yet. Okay, that explains it.
Jeremy he also criticizes the fact that Judy Greer plays roles where she's not exactly a prominent.
Mm.
I'm like, Jeremy,
I mean,
actors do this thing called taking roles.
Yeah, sometimes
And
you
it
have to
doesn't-
take roles to pay the bills, you know?
Yeah, and sometimes you have to take roles that, aren't exactly important in
Yeah.
the grand scheme of things. And that's something I wish Sean Connery understood before he had to retire.
Sean Connery probably could have learned from Michael Caine and Laurence
Douglas.
Olivier and Michael Douglas, but like Michael Caine and Laurence Olivier had this thing, and Christopher Lee for that matter, had this thing where they'd take certain roles just because they paid well. Like Michael Caine was in Jaws: The Revenge, and he said, well, I've never seen the film, but I did see the house that it bought.
And the thing is that that Connery didn't really want to take up a role that wasn't, a main role.
Yeah, and he had this thing where if he didn't understand it, and like I
And
okay, that's an interesting weapon.
He just casually murked a guy.
I'd like. Where did all the clothes go?
I think they just, I think what happened was that they shrunk down on so much that they just kind of disintegrated.
Hmm.
Well, it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw what happened to the guy's skin, muscle, bones, internal organs, and whatnot. My anger, my frustration, my being a dick. Wait. What? What? It's weird how Hope is just pretending to fall for this gaslighting, and Darren just genuinely believes that he's actually falling for this.
Alright, now, take him out back and strangle him. Please, I
Yes,
don't
take
want
him
to
out.
have to watch... I don't want to have to watch Ant-Man 3. Just put 2 bullets in the back of his head. You can make it different this time. I have faith in you.
I don't know what
Get
you're
your
on
bow
about,
out and
Alex.
put an arrow in his back, Tariel.
What game do you think they're playing?
Wrecking Crew.
You sure?
No, I should have said Kid Icarus because that was the one that Mario was playing. But no, they're
Mario-
definitely playing like
Some
that's
Xbox game?
I'm betting it's Titanfall given the year this movie came out.
Yeah, 2015. Oh, and here we get the best part of Luis's comedy.
She looks like the housekeeper character from Honey Pop 2.
The fact that everybody acts in the way that Michael Pena acts is just hilarious.
That had to have taken a lot of effort to do. And the fact that there's nothing like it in Ant-Man 3 is a,
And then
is a
there's
disgrace.
And then we also have that joke from
I'm now writing a
from
movie
Ant-Man,
where... Sorry, go ahead.
where in Ant-Man and the Wasp we just see Scott and Hope all over each other, and I'm just like, I don't think that's how their makeout session went.
Now I'm just picturing another movie in my head where Scott and the ex-con crew get trapped in the quantum realm together and have to work with Kang to get out, and then they realize halfway through the movie, hey, Kang's a bad guy, and they have to, stop him. And that, oh, that sounds like a great movie. Why couldn't we have had that? It's almost like this plot writes itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't get the scene of them casing the joint and Scott pretending to be the cable repairman and Hank
I'm
pretending
sure.
to be the doddering old dude.
Hey, so, between the two of us, who would be managing this?
Managing what? I'm
This.
sorry. Hang on, let me pull up the Discord, because I can't see what you're messaging me.
I didn't message you. Well, I'm just gesturing to what we're seeing right now.
Well, I'm terrible at stealth, so...
You're gonna ask me to do this?
Granted, okay. Hey, I'll put on my my navy blues and go solid snaking around. Yeah, that is a real tank, by the way. Spoiler warning. So
Yep.
they shouldn't be able to pick that up.
So they just casually have superhuman strength.
Yeah, everybody is just as strong as Superman.
I swear Scott is really good. Like I have to.
There we go.
Oh,
Lock
I
tight
have to.
and tape. I believe they did this in an episode of Burn Notice.
And I do appreciate the fact that Scott is, wearing actual gloves.
Yeah, there's a really irritating trend in movies and TV shows where characters
And
sneaking
not
around don't actually wear fucking gloves.
no, as in they don't wear
There's
as in
another
they don't
safe behind the safe.
no, as they don't wear as in they don't wear regular or gloves they sometimes wear
Fingerless
finger.
gloves?
Yeah, that's even
That's even
worse.
worse. You might as well not even wear fucking gloves that time. Nah.
I love that's what they're fixated on. As opposed
Never,
as opposed to, the rest of
wherever
the
you
movie.
are, I believe that the Hondas go on.
Well, this is also actually a really interesting method, and where Scott is literally just like inflating an air mattress
Yep.
just for the
And why?
door.
Why is he doing that? Well, I mean, metal does expand, but it expands at different temperatures than water.
Yeah. That's why he had all that stuff prepped up. Because otherwise he would have been, severely injured.
Oh my god, it's a Kamen Rider suit. This'll sell for millions on eBay.
Little did he know, someone was watching him the whole time.
This was the audition.
See, Hank wasn't looking for, someone trained with the suit. He was looking for someone with ingenuity. This is why he didn't just,
Oh, that's adorable.
yes, it's very adorable, and I fear it's 2 weeks from retirement.
Although I have known from experience that
It's,
meh can get really annoying. Maybe
what's
you
the
could
difference?
use a rat. Rats are cheaper. Why didn't you use a rat?
Oh, that's a bust. Oh, here she comes again.
Please tell me it's a rat this time.
They need something bigger than a rat.
Oh, okay, hey, go get Peter Porker. I'm sure he'll be happy to help. He's already survived getting bitten by a radioactive pig.
Oh, don't forget, Peter Porker would likely no-sell that, considering how much Toon Force he's employing. The Pym particle.
The forbidden
One of the most.
Kool-Aid.
I swear, someone would find that vial and try to make Kool-Aid out of it. So he just puts on the suit.
me attempting to measure myself in the mirror. Don't come in here.
Don't come in here. I'm butt-ass naked.
I'm dressed, but it's really embarrassing.
You know, he could have also just locked the door.
Yeah.
That would be smart.
Yeah. But it is a shitty hotel. Maybe it doesn't lock.
Damn it, you're right. Who said that? Am I hearing voices in my head? Are they counseling me and trying to understand?
Some of this is CGI, but a bunch of this is practical effects.
Yeah.
Like they have,
they...
for a lot of this, they have.
Oh, no, no.
Like a waterproof camera in
I'm
there.
reminded of the trailer for Flushed Away.
Yeah.
Great movie, by the way.
Yep.
Starring... Then look away, dumbass. If you don't want to see your best buddy's junk, just, you know, look away.
And somehow he didn't crack the vinyl record.
Oh, it's time to drop the bass. I'm surprised his crotch survived that.
Yeah. I'm surprised the needle survived colliding with him. Because those needles can get fucked up by even the tiniest bit of dirt.
Ow. Oh. What the? Oh, no. No, 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 no.
So,
Whoa.
Guess who tried to make an Ant-Man movie back in the year 2000?
Ooh.
Howard Stern.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if he was planning to star in the film or not, and I would hope not.
Oh, look, a mouse.
Thankfully that film never went into production.
I forget who this guy is. Dumbass. And you know who called the police? Hope.
Hank? Hope, yeah. So Edgar Wright was originally supposed to direct this film, and Joe Cornish was on board as well. And they were working on it for approximately... Yeah, they were working on it for 7-8 years, I think. And Stan Lee talked about how he wanted Edgar Wright to do it, and then at some point in time, Marvel decided that they wanted to like rewrite the script almost entirely, and
I don't expect you to, but I expect you to.
No, yeah, it was over a decade. This film was in production.
I can see. Ooh. Yeah, you could see the hefty scheme that
Yeah, the genesis
that
of
Hank.
this plot.
Yep.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was considered for the role of Scott
Mr.
Lang.
Lang.
Yeah.
I don't. And you know who did know Paul Rudd before he was confirmed to play Ant Man?
Who?
Mark Ruffalo. He's a huge
Huh.
fan. Mark Ruffalo's like, oh my god, Paul Rudd. Uh, Not good.
Wow. Yeah, Edgar Wright was working on this Ant-Man film for 11 years, and then Marvel decided that they were gonna rewrite
How do
the
you feel
whole.
about Peyton Reed in its
Well,
directing style?
Peyton Reed is. I'd have to say I think he's a good director, but given how drastically styles changed between this film and Ant-Man and the Wasp and the disaster that was this Quantumania, I have no idea how much of any of these films he was responsible for. Like, the whole this whole thing is
I feel like someone would question how did someone. I feel like
how did he
someone
get out of a
would.
locked jail cell? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, they're everywhere. I'm gonna get killed by ants like in all those horror movies.
I think he might have gotten a dose of cosmic radiation and turned himself into the Invisible Man. Yeah, Edgar Wright said, suddenly becoming a director for hire on it, you're sort of less emotionally invested and you start to wonder why you're there, really. And, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Peyton Reed.
Okay, so
Peyton Reed previously directed Bring It On, Down with Love, The Breakup, and Yes Man. Yes Man was a good film, and I can't comment on any of the others. He also directed the live-action sequences in the Back to the Future TV show, the 1995 movie The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, which was the remake of a 1969 film, and the Herbie the Love Bug. He was the director for the Weird Al show. What the fuck?
Peyton Reed directed is sadly a director I could totally imagine and being on board to do something about shrinking in ants.
Yeah. Like, that's an interesting filmography. But it does kind of show that he is a bit like Brett Ratner in that regard, and that he is kind of a like a for-hire shot man. And although at least I think he has a better reputation than Brett Ratner does, is Brett Ratner is
Hello, Hope.
professionally known as being something of a
And remember, Paul Rudd made
jackass.
his theatrical debut in Halloween 5.
No, it was Halloween 666.
Oh, okay, never mind. Halloween 6, where he played the adult version of the of one of the two kids Laurie was babysitting.
You've heard of The Floor is Lava. Get ready for the new game, The Floor is Ants. Yep, bullet ants. The most painful ants in the world. Don't get bit by one. It hurts a lot. It's like getting shot with a bullet. I actually have a pair of pajamas like that. But I guess everybody does plaid flannel pajamas.
They just make a path for you. I can't even imagine
Just
living in
put
a
one
house.
foot in front of the other, and soon
Can't even-
you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, soon you'll be walking out the door.
I already want to kiss her. See?
He is not sitting opposite you. He is seated directly to your left. Opposite means across the table.
I'm guessing.
All you had to do was change where the two of them were sitting, guys. Like, maybe you could have changed where Evangeline Lilly was sitting.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa. Hey, they actually had a reference for a younger Paul Rudd.
Yep.
And yet, Jeremy Scott says he's supposedly one of those other cosmic immortals who looks the same no matter what age he's at.
That is generally true, although it appears like everybody has aged about 1,000,000 years between... You should have just taken the sugar cubes, Scott. That's, more creepy.
Ay. They do things. Stimulate, not, shock or anything. Like, it's painless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Like, stimulation doesn't necessarily have to be painful.
Can I go
Why
back to
would you-
jail now?
That seems like a rare sentence.
Yep. And, the ants are not banding together to grow beards and create science fiction tech that we hypothetically already should have had, but don't for some reason. I'm sorry, they're calling me. They're calling me back. I need to take my medicine again. I'm having the hallucinations, Kevin.
Alex, why do you have these hallucinations anyway?
Well, a long, long time ago, I did too much LDS in the 60s.
LDS? I thought it was
You
LSD.
haven't... Okay, so you haven't seen Star Trek. I need to remember this.
Do I look like I'm interested in Star Trek?
Yes.
In what universe?
This one.
No, it's not. Incorrect?
Oh, if you're not protected by a specialized helmet, it'll affect the brain chemistry. Oh! It's almost like the helmet is necessary when you're shrinking. Oh, wow. That's a big plot point, guys. Told directly to us, in a way that we can't possibly forget. I wish you guys could see the look on my face right now, because I have the smuggest fucking grin on my face.
Alex, I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. That's actually a funny joke. My days of breaking into places and stealing shit are over. What do you need me to do? I need you to break me into a place and steal some shit. So yeah, that's how our police officer, or and knows. Wow.
Cassie's hard rebellious streak starting early. Personality traits that will be completely undone come Quantumania.
What are you talking about?
I think the hallucinations are coming back.
Alex, you need to relax.
Oh my god. And all we needed was a little blue mushroom. Oh, so he works for the CIA.
We gotta destroy all of Hank's browser history, which includes all the tentacle porn involving Michelle Pfeiffer.
I really like how Scott is like, please don't involve me in this.
Just get the Avengers.
That wasn't their fault per se.
And yeah, but here's the thing.
I mean, he doesn't like Tony.
They still have a. Yeah, not only that, but there's also the fact that they still had an indirect hand in it. Because guess who Ultron was created by?
Yep.
This continuity, anyway. Yeah, so kinda, sorta their fault, but not, their fault. And see, he's very stern with her without, raising his hand against her.
Characters doing character things, having conflict and discussion.
Yes.
And not just bastardizing and demonizing one character for basically no reason. Even though he was on board with everything that... I'm sorry, it's just baffling how Scott wound up being more responsible than Hank in the long run.
Alex, you're talking nonsense right now.
Yeah, I know. Hank, Scott, I'm a million fucking years old.
Do I look
Do you
like
really think I'm the guy that can do this? I gotta get my man spread on because I have big brass balls, but my balls are not big enough to do this.
And you think mine are bigger? I
don't.
Oh wow, you have actually watched me in the shower, haven't you? I may have indirectly watched you in the shower.
My aunts may have indirectly watched you in the shower. I may have accidentally told them to keep an eye on you at all times. I did not specify that bathroom time was not included in that.
Okay. I mean, with Jaime, yes, but with Mr. Brock, no.
Now, I really like the this
montage?
first Ant-Man suit. Because it has that helmet.
Do not summon a Keyblade out of nowhere. Ooh da da. She's got some good neck muscles.
Yep.
Ow. I'd be like, okay then. I'll give you that.
Like, quick, rapid-fire dialogue tells us enough, and we can keep going.
I like how he's tinkering around with the soup. Oh. I mean, Ray Palmer already went subatomic.
Oh, so a quantum realm where there is a concept of time, space, and location with a bunch of little creatures living down there might be, uh, contradictory.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? uh, Hello.
Really, now?
Don't cuddle with the ants. Yeah, fun fact, Evangeline Lilly does all of her own stunts and
Oh, that was
oh
cool.
yeah, that's a nice little wrist lock there. That gets wrist and elbow. Twist it a little more, you get shoulder too. So we're gonna go a little bit Mission Impossible here. I like carpenter ants.
Get used to his ant puns when it comes to naming these guys.
Rather unfortunately, the ant puns will not make a reappearance in Ant-Man 3. Why do I keep bringing up that movie? It's not real. And that was a hell of a Hurricane Rana into an armbar.
And as typical for MCU movies, we have to make sure that our main male protagonist gets shirtless at some point.
Paint me like one of your French gnomes. Yeah, I hate fire ants. Carpenter ants can
sure.
kind of... Carpenter ants can kind of be useful because they tend to, I think they tend to go after wasps, because they're in, like, rival areas.
You have to do that thing that you were afraid to do with your ex-wife and commit. That's a lot of sugar.
Oh, would you look at that? Hope's really good at it. Almost like she could have had a bigger role in a movie that shouldn't have existed.
Alex, you're speaking in gibberish now. I fear, I fear or, we may need to get you back on some meds.
Yeah, there's a girl dressed like an elf who's controlling all of the ants.
Ouch.
Because he'd rather I get killed than you.
Yeah, it's almost like he cares. Yes, Cassie, whose character may or may not be assassinated later. How stealthy
Right.
do you think the assassin had to be to get to her?
Well, considering he walked straight through the front door of Disney headquarters.
Don't forget, Disney is on the lookout for or any triangle bandits.
Yeah, Disney wants to get rid of the Triangle Bandits and hire all of the people who will make their TV shows and movies worse.
Pick up the penny.
Nice! Some people can't even do that with their fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Hank decides it's best to tell her the truth. I mean, she was also once dressed in a cat suit. After being pushed off a building from by uh by Christopher Walken.
Now,
Hey, look, it's a scene that
this is not Michelle Pfeiffer, but the actress who was cast as Hope in this, or Janet in this rather, or yeah, the actress who was cast as Janet in this was cast because her eyes reminded uh, Joe Cornish of Michelle Pfeiffer.
interesting. But then they ended up redoing that scene with Michelle Pfeiffer in mind.
Yep.
They're reconciling.
Oh, what's this?
I'm sure.
Characters fucking talking to each other? Oh, what are the odds?
You know, it's not like they didn't try to talk to each other in Civil War. It's just, you know.
I wasn't talking about Civil War, although Civil War is more the product of other issues. No, I was talking about the film that will not be named.
What film? I don't know what you're on about.
Good. It's a good thing you don't know that.
Nailed it. Ow! I forgot about that wall right there. Aw, he likes the name. It's interesting how Scott ends up bonding with all these ants. And then we get this scene. Yeah, the old storage facility. I wonder if that's been repurposed in recent memory.
Yeah. I remember when I first saw this, I wasn't expecting it to be the Avengers headquarters.
You son of a bitch.
Could you maybe have used like more recent Google Maps footage?
You forget this is Hank Pym we're talking about, right? Since when did you start caring?
Since I gotta look at his abs.
Oh, there's Anthony Mackie. Okay. Oh, fuck.
I'm here for an autograph. An autograph. Failing horribly. So is that gonna be Hank Pym? Is that gonna be possibly Perry White? Or Brandon Routh? Or maybe somebody else. I'm sorry, I'm trying and failing to remember everybody who has played a Shrinky character. Or maybe is it possibly going to be Wayne Zelinsky?
Ah.
Do you remember that?
No.
That's Rick Moranis' character from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I have never seen that movie from beginning to end. I've only seen snippets of it.
Ah, I've never seen it. I have only ever seen Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Excuse me.
What about Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves?
I've only ever seen ads for that.
Check what I DM'd you.
Let's see. Oh.
You recorded
Quinjets.
You recorded the whole fight, didn't you? Yep. There, I got the thing.
Why is he out of the Ant-Man suit in this shot? I've never known why he changed out of the suit in this scene.
In this scene,
Yeah, because he could have been in the suit and, like, handed him the thing.
does the Ant-Man suit have pockets?
Hmm.
Like, actual pockets?
That's a good question. It has a utility belt.
Yeah, but But that utility belt is already full of other things. It doesn't have any space. It's like the bats. It's like any of the bat suits. Hello, Mr. Cross. I hear you've got a pretty big head. Like you got
like oversized. Like your cranium is so big they need to stick a needle into it to deflate it. And you just have such small arms. Like really small arms, like small enough that people would make fun of you on Saturday Night Live if you had arms that small.
And Darren's like, what are you talking about now?
Darren, you're starting to look purple.
Oh, it's nothing. You, Hank, are my number one guy. Okay, you're starting to make me very uncomfortable. You know, the last guy who said something like that killed the person he was saying that to. Like, no joke. Great movie, but good God, he was unhinged. Very Jack Nicholson-like.
Then he busted through my bathroom door with an axe and said, "Here's Johnny."
Why is it that we're making Michael Douglas sound like he has a Brooklyn accent?
I don't know. I think it might have been because I started off trying to make him sound kind of rough and old, and for some reason, the old Super Mario voice started leaking in.
He saw me. He totally saw me. Shit.
I already work around the clock.
You know, if Hank didn't know this was an act, I imagine Scott just holding him back and muffling him. He's like,
And pretty soon, Thunderbolt Ross is going to be working around the clock.
and Scott's just like, Hope, I am trying to hold him back as much as possible. Oh, please just finish the call right now. So I don't know how much longer I can keep this up.
Hang on, Darren. I have to go suck Paul Rudd's dick.
Wait, what? What?
Oh, it's just, Paul Rudd. He's the sexiest man alive, 2021. You'd do it too,
What?
I'm sure. Yeah, you're right, I would.
I mean, there's Idris Elba or Hugh Jackman or Ryan Reynolds. I'll run.
So you wanna
Not.
wait? Wait. So you wanna suck Deadpool's cancer dick?
No, no, not the cancer dick. No, God, no. We're making Darren sound so gay. Meanwhile, all the hooligans are here.
Hooligan.
I literally gave you the front. I literally gave you the keys to the front door, and here you are. I mean, seriously, I practically gift wrapped the suit. It said, "Merry Christmas, Scott. Here's your goddamn suit. Have a nice fucking day." Okay, please tell me you're not going to give me a blowjob, because in prison, that was not fun. I didn't give you one. And Luis. Oh, that might have been...
you tell me the prison's haunted. Oh.
And now Michael Pena is acting like Joe Pesci in Home Alone. I'll be right back.
Oh. You know, that if the Amazons ever got a hold of Luis, they wouldn't even need to use the lasso of truth on him for him to spill his guts. Yeah. It's like, hey, this is the second time somebody from the Marvel Universe has completely blown the format on the lasso of truth. Captain America did it because he's just that truthful. I think Luis did it just because he's that dumb
and horny.
Might I say, Queen Hippolyta, your daughters have a really nice rack.
Okay, the lasso didn't even glow that time. What the hell? You seem to be a very honest individual, Mr. Lewis?
Luis.
Ah, Lewis. You remind...
Oh my god.
Why?
Because it's a Disney movie, Kevin.
No, anything.
It's a small world. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
Oh. Okay then.
Michael Pena was also in a movie called End of Watch with the guy who played Jake Gyllenhaal.
Interesting.
Yeah, the guy who played Mysterio. End of Watch is a good movie. You should go check it out. Although it is kind of funny that these two...
And it's funny how Luis just keeps knocking out pretty much everybody he comes across in a single blow.
Luis is turning into Solid Snake.
No, he's just that good. Don't forget, he actually beat up the guy that Scott was having difficulty with.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. Go watch End of Watch. It's a 2011 film, written and directed by David Ayer, of all people.
Huh.
David Arbor and Frank Grillo are also in it. But don't hold the fact that David Arbor is in it against the film. He was actually pretty good in it. He's not...
Health inspector's gonna have a seizure looking at this.
Yeah. He's not fake Hellboy in everything he's in. Used car by the police? Yeah. Although these days it's Dodge Chargers. Habanera, Clarinamera.
See? He just takes him out in one shot.
One punch!
See, Luis is the real one punch man.
Hero, ba ba da 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 da, ore wa, ba da 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 da. Get your motor running.
Okay, problem solved. I feel sorry for that poor guy. Someone's gonna come across him there. They're like, "Hey, oh, Darren, I was just wandering the building."
Sucking Paul Rudd's dick, I know. Can you help me find him?
So wait, you were sucking that dude's dick? Thinking he was Paul Rudd? Look, I was limited on options, okay? Yeah, I'm not exactly that good looking.
Look, Scott Lang looks enough like Paul Rudd that you can kind of trick yourself into thinking that.
Was he actually voted sexiest man alive?
Yes,
once?
he was voted sexiest man alive 2021.
Oh my god. And for 2020 they had Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, not that there was really all that many options. Not that he's bad looking either, I'm just saying.
Let's see here.
He's kind of average.
1985 Mel Gibson. That's interesting.
Makes sense.
Tom Cruise,
Oh, look.
Patrick
Hail
Swayze.
Hydra.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny to think that Nick Nolte, he was voted sexiest man alive.
Well, you see, I was very sexy back then. Like, really sexy.
Keanu Reeves, Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington, George Clooney. Harrison Ford won sexiest man alive at the age of 56. George Clooney, he won sexiest man alive twice. Idris Elba was sexiest man alive 2018.
Yep, I remember that.
And then they went to John Legend for 2019. And not that John Legend is a bad-looking dude, but he is sandwiched right between Idris Elba and Michael B. Jordan.
Not that Michael B. Jordan is, you know, the greatest looking guy.
Chris Evans won sexiest man alive last year.
Hang on, my Discord server's getting fried. Shit. And hold on, there's a lot of tentacle porn being deleted. Oh god, wait. Is that tentacle porn of me? Not that it matters anymore, because it's getting deleted.
It's kind of funny to think that Blake Shelton was voted sexiest man alive the year after The Rock won that title. And that was right before Idris Elba won it, too. So that's an interesting choice. I would love to know about that interesting work. Are we gonna get? Are we gonna get to look at that interesting work?
No. Sorry, I was a bit unhinged. You really want to see my pictures shirtless?
You know a burrito van that plays La Cucaracha. Because I'm pretty sure there are about 1 million vans that play La Cucaracha when you
yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. He remember.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He remembered the one.
It's not like Paulie's car that plays. I think it was Paulie's car that played the Godfather theme when you hit the horn. That's from The Sopranos, by the way, if you didn't know.
What theme would you imagine playing for the van?
If it was my van?
No, just like in this scenario.
Oh, I mean, La Cucaracha's fine. That's just.
Seriously, do not push me.
I'm playing League of Legends in here. Please stop banging on door. A little bit of Mission Impossible 1 influence here. Oh, would you look at that? Darren Cross being a cunning, calculating, forethinking villain.
Oh dear.
Product placement from SanDisk. Don't buy their flash memory, guys.
Yeah.
Their warranty is fucking worthless.
It's out for some reason. Anyway. It's not easy being green.
I mean, once Tony Stark gets his hands on it, and he will get his hands on it, you won't have a unique weapon for very long.
Yeah.
Although the fact, you know, it seems kind of strange that they never incorporated the Ant-Man technology into the Stark tech after a while, but, you know.
I'm guessing he's been a bit too busy in the labs. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't you know it, we have a Mexican standoff.
Oh, nice callback to earlier. Because remember how he said that metal didn't really
Yeah, metal didn't expand the same way the other stuff did, yeah.
yeah. He'll be fine. Oh, he's pointing a gun at my head, isn't he?
Nice.
Yoink. Somehow they didn't get cuffed.
Yeah, that's something I've always kind of wondered about.
Ow. Getting a bug bite like that. Ugh.
I'm almost surprised he didn't eat the bug.
But then that would make him even more of an asshole. Hey, I had to make some mileage out of Jeremy Scott's awful content. By the way, as it turns out, an episode of Titans had Edgar C. Grant and Gustin in the multiverse. Somehow. Oh, and also he met
Garfield
Stargirl
Logan?
yes.
So, like,
Also,
you're talking about the live-action Titans show.
Sadly, yes. Oh, and he also met Stargirl and Cyborg.
I presume the Cyborg from the Doom Patrol show.
Yep.
Not that the actor did a bad job, but
Hey, did I save your life? Come on, man, speak to me. Gotta eat. At least you pronounce my name correctly. Hey, there was this weird Hercules fella who keep pronouncing my name as Lewis. What, you mean like Leon from Resident Evil? Yeah, kind of like that guy. Ah, hell.
I came prepared.
Oh.
But thanks for the concern anyways.
Why do you... Of course he had to be my dad.
And there's an M1 Abrams on the front lawn.
A reminder: the Hydra guy got away with the yellow jacket thing.
Yeah, it's almost like they could have made a third movie out of that.
Yeah, with Hydra, so that we don't have to drop that plot point.
Maybe they could have made a Captain America film out of that too.
Yeah. You bastard! He was Scott's best friend, and you killed him!
Hey, Scotty, I thought I was your best friend.
He's my aunt best friend!
Oh, that's cool.
I can't hear you, motherfucker! Let's go! And you suddenly hear, fuck the police coming straight
Straight
from
from the underground.
Darren, you keep killing your own guys. Nuke the fucker! There goes all that yellow jacket stuff. Ow, ow. Oh, God. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You put on the suit, didn't you? Oh, yeah, I did. And now he's firing Star Wars laser blasters. Seriously, those are from Star Wars.
Yeah. Skywalker sound is credited in here, I believe. And unfortunately, this is turning into a Resident Evil helicopter.
Yep. Real fast, real quickly. And then we get one of my favorite jokes in this movie. Playing Disintegration by The Cure. It's actually playing Plain Song. They're not playing Disintegration by The Cure. This is Plain Song. I just... Oh my god. This looks like such an
Siri, you're fucking useless.
Yes. It even said Plain Song on the phone. You saw that, right?
Yep.
Hey. For people who wonder how I know this, I actually went and looked it up when I rewatched this scene a little while ago.
Could they not get the rights to Disintegration? But if they could get the rights to a different song by The Cure, why would they be able to get the right...
Get him with a bug zapper. Okay, now, Scott, shrink down and get out of there. Oh, come on! Don't tase me, bro. Ugh.
Maybe... Oh, wait. Plain Song is the first song on the record Disintegration, so I guess...
Ah, damn, that's actually brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll play, movie. We're going to be hearing that scream a lot.
Delusions? I'm currently
Delusions,
wearing the Ant-Man suit. Granted, I don't expect you to know what that is.
It must have taken a lot of time to set that up. Oh, hi there. I'm just gonna, kill you a little bit. What is a
Oh,
little
I'm not
bit?
gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna kill you. Real, real bad.
Is there any other way of killing somebody?
Maybe.
We're about to find out. I mean, maybe.
Everybody wants your daddy. He's the sexiest man alive.
What's the sexiest man alive?
Oh, you'll know when you're older.
And now we get the most epic showdown in this film.
This showdown is fucking great. And,
They may have spoiled it in the trailers, but this
could've,
was... They may have spoiled it in the trailers, but this was good.
other films could have learned from this. Not naming any Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanias.
I thought that film didn't exist.
Alex,
Alex,
yep.
are you having
TIE
a stroke
Fighter,
again?
TIE Fighter blaster noises.
I told you they're from Star Wars.
Yep.
We're just gonna casually chuck this pieces of this toy train at you. Alley-oop. Aw, that's just mean. Oh, and then this happens.
That is one of the best joke cuts in the history of film.
If only that was how he died. He got run over by Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tankin' Dankin'. It looks so epic. And it's so small.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us.
And then,
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Yep. That's why
back it up
Luis and the others aren't.
slowly.
That's why the others aren't here to help. Because they don't want to get arrested. Look, it's not that they don't want to help Scott. It's just, I mean, seriously. They had you on the sexiest man alive as opposed to me? Who the hell are you, anyway?
You're too bald to be the sexiest man alive. Tell that to Idris Elba and The Rock.
They had actual hair.
Yeah, but they were bald when they were the... Attack of the...
Choo-choo, motherfucker!
Attack of the 25-foot Thomas.
Well, okay, then. Paxton thinks he's gonna get involved in this battle. He really honestly believes
I like how the ant just barrels over him and exits through the door. Doesn't open the door, just goes through the door.
That's a messed up looking dog. That messed up looking dog will proceed to play drums. Bitch, please.
Titanium, foreshadowing the way this fight is going to end. Excuse me. Sorry, I had way too much Mountain Dew with my birthday pizza.
And now we get the lead it up to the shooting stars sequence of this film.
Now, if you'll look closely, you'll see arm shrinks, arm twists into his body, and then everything else shrinks. And he disappears.
Yep.
The implication being that, you know, he, kinda, you know, exploded! Like all the other shit that, you know, all the other shit that, didn't have proper protection that they tried to shrink. You remember that? Remember when they did that?
Yep.
And the stuff explode? Yeah. Huh.
Around. Takes my heart. I lift my head. On my side. Am I waking from?
Never where you look. Oh, wow. I wonder if Ryan Johnson watched this movie, too.
Sorry, it's just this is reminding me too much of a Shooting Stars music video. Come on,
Yeah.
you can't. Come on, somebody actually made a Shooting Stars bit for this particular scene, Alex.
Well, he's gonna have to re-screw with the regulator now.
Shooting Stars was released in 2009. They could have easily used the song here.
Yep.
Yeah, I realized that. She's fine. I totally took care of that guy that I wasn't able to take on earlier. Bye, Peanut. Whee!
Life is like a hurricane here on Sodor.
I was making a reference to the actual Thomas the Tank Engine theme song.
Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real.
Non-stop pop-up stainless steel.
We used that to open up one of the Resident Evil streams, I think.
Yes, we did.
Oh, man. And that... I need to re-upload that here, because I think if I put that together as kind of a... like a more heavily edited video, I think it'd be pretty popular. I like how they...
We don't
I like how they don't
Michelle
show her
Pfeiffer.
fucking face, because they haven't got Michelle Pfeiffer yet.
They proceed to get Michelle Pfeiffer in the next movie.
Yep.
See, there was barely any steam in that at Makeout Session.
I don't want anybody else.
Okay. Oh shit, Hank Pym's dead now. Oh, I guess we can't have Ant-Man 2 without Hank Pym, Alex. Yep. And well. See, now Paxton's a nice guy at this point. They kept the giant ant.
The sublime.
Focus.
I used to draw shit like that or paint shit like that when I was 5. Hi, Stan.
Stan the man.
Okay, that could be 3 different people in New York right now. That could be Ant-Man. That could be Spider-Man. That could be Daredevil. That could be Iron Fist. That could be Luke Cage.
And that's the end of The Ant-Man.
Yes, and this film is going to be followed by a post-credit scene that kicks off a rather irritating habit of the MCU for the time being. Because it's not actually going to be using new footage. Or footage that was specifically shot for this movie. They're going to be using footage that is taken from and edited down from Captain America: Civil War.
Which when we get back to the MCU, that'll be the first film we start with.
Yeah, it's edited to be a little bit, shall we say, deceptive and unrevealing in what they're doing. And like you see that Bucky.
I mean, they did say
here, that's the only spoiler, really.
I mean, they did say that that they did have that film planned from 2015. And so you can't say that they didn't have a plan in mind. It's just
I just kind of doubt that they had the exact plan in mind, you know?
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. They didn't have what we got entirely in mind. I mean, the moments they were able to get negotiations down with Sony, they just decided that'd be a great idea to throw in Spider-Man. And he
and then
Black
and then they completely CGI'd over his costume in post-production, even though they had a really good costume.
And then they also and Spider-Man and Black Panther became the 2 most popular characters in that movie.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, you will be missed. Ooh, look, something that'll be followed up in the sequel in a couple years. Neat. that way we can go into the quantum realm and save your mother.
And I seriously hope she doesn't suddenly create some sort of strange hang-up about going back there later on after we go back there several times. I really hope that doesn't happen, you know?
Well, how would
Quantumania
we
was a
rate this
mistake.
movie?
I'd say 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
A solid 8 out of 10. And,
So next time for my picks, we will be starting the first of 3 trilogies for...
Oh yeah, Abby Ryder
Aw,
Fortson
DreamWorks.
is the first of 3 different actors to play Cassie Lang. She will reprise in the next film. She will be replaced in Endgame because, you know, she wouldn't have been old enough to play Cassie in Endgame. And then the actress who played Cassie in Endgame will find out via Twitter that she got recast for Ant-Man 3.
Anywho, so next on my picks is the start of 3 DreamWorks trilogies. We'll be going through them in release date order, or as opposed to, you know, any sane order. So we'll be starting with Madagascar. I really hope that Ben doesn't find a way to talk us into doing the Penguins movie, because that just seemed really pointless. Hey, Alex.
You know, I haven't
Alex,
seen the Penguins movie, so I would be interested in watching it, but, yeah. So we're doing
It's
Shrek
not-
first, right?
No, we're doing Madagascar.
I thought we were doing Shrek first.
No, that'll be
Shrek
another
came out
time.
Shrek came out before Madagascar, though.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not a trilogy.
There are 4 Madagascar
There's 6.
films, so. And
Yeah,
there are
but
3 Shrek films, but there's also like 5 in total.
Alex, there are 6 Shrek movies. 2 of them being Puss in Boots.
I was only counting the animated spin-offs, the TV ones that have. You're right, Puss in Boots does count.
And here's the thing: in Madagascar, I was just thinking we'd only do the 3 movies. We don't need to do Penguins. We really don't need to do Penguins. Then we also do Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. By the way, Alex, can you play some notes of Roundabout?
Hang on.
The song by Yes? You know, the... That's... No. Oh, about...
Oh, yeah, no. I can't do that part. Hang on, let me see.
Wow, you can actually freeze the metal slider things with the ice arrows.
Yes, you can. For those of you who are wondering, Kevin is talking about the traps in the water temple. I didn't know that people didn't know about that. That's something that I've always done.
No. Oh, I mean the ice arrows, as in the arrows you don't get until,
Yeah,
near the end of the game. As in
but
after the water temple.
I always go back to get those because they're useful for that.
But but you need the silver gauntlets to clear that.
You can
I
technically,
know.
if you sequence break, I think you can get the silver gauntlets ahead of time.
Oh my
Because
god.
you can get the silver. Fun fact: so if you sequence break in Ocarina of Time as both kid and adult Link, you can do a lot
Yeah, I've
of
heard
cool
about
shit.
the wrong warp glitch.
Oh, I'm not talking about wrong or glitching. I'm just talking about abandoning dungeons once you get to a certain point and then doing stuff out of order and then going back.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah,
And
hey Cap, and then they've
yep,
got
there we go.
Bucky's arm in the machine press, and yeah, the framing of this scene is
But
a little
but
bit. It's
look,
different.
Bucky, we gotta talk about this, all right? Your left hand is not to be used for this because you have any idea how much damage that arm could do to your dick? But but my dick is also super strong. Bucky, that's not the point. Like, if you're really gonna do that, you need to use your. Oh my god! Stop doing that in front of us, please. Stop. Boy, you told me to do it. I didn't say to actually do it in front of us. Cap, why are we bearing witness to this? Because Bucky apparently doesn't know the meaning of the word or no. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time for Constantine, House of Mystery, and Red Sun Superman.
Yep. Until
And
then, I
tomorrow
might.
we will be back for thing that may or may not trigger Alex.
We're going back to the murder levels. I need to find my last bag of jerky, or
And
else I'm gonna
also
have to go to
Teen
the store and buy
Titans.
some more.
Yes, we'll also be watching. We'll finish off of season 2 of Teen Titans and start season 3. So until then, toodles.